Yo, what's going on guys? That was not what I wanted, but Core here, welcome back to another video. Today, this is the very first episode of Misfits. Welcome to Misfits Season 2. I'm your host Core, and today, we are going to be doing a bit of a recap of what I've done so far. Now, if you saw the last video I made, you'll recognise this thing. Now I've been doing a bit of work off camera really, tidying up the gardens and stuff, and making them look how I want them to look. In today's video, I want to start things off with a very quick time lapse. This is a 1 hour mining session that I did. I took 2 diamond pickaxes and decided, hey, I'm going to mine till the break. This is the result. So as you guys saw, we did 2 full strip mines and we used up 2 diamond pickaxes. Now I saved the diamond pickaxes because they seem to never break when they are at this low durability. A bit like a phone, right? When it's on low percentage battery, it never dies, but when it's on high percentage battery, the charge really diminishes really quickly. But in terms of what we got, this is kind of the result of what we got. I did borrow a stack of redstone to help Alyssa with the project. I'm sure you're questioning why there is no diamonds in here. Now that is because I wanted to save them until I've got Fortune 3. I did manage to upgrade my pickaxe to netherite thanks to the massive help of Armed 100 or 1100 over here. Now I think it's time to go down there and grab those diamonds. Let's go. Just down this hole is my mine shaft, and this is the place where I did the mining. And I was down here for about an hour in total, like I say. Wasn't the most exciting, but I'd like to... Well, I waited to get certain things until I had Silk Touch pickaxe. This pickaxe has been chilling in my ender chest for quite a while, so it's nice to finally get it back out, get it upgraded and repair. There we go, our first 3 diamond door. Lovely, 12. Oh my god, diamonds! More lapis. And then this looks like the end of the first strip mine, I'm pretty sure. And then we go 3 blocks over, and this is the other strip mine that we managed to create. Now I'm going to first start off going this way. More lapis, yay! That was a pretty big vein, wow. Hey, there's our last vein of diamonds, I think, for this strip mine. And it was a big one. And now we're back to the point before where we turned off. And then went straight up that way. Now we're going to go down this way and get the rest of the diamonds. I spotted some lapis. Let's go. And some more lapis. Lovely. Now I believe there's only one more set of diamond ore to collect, and they should be right by the entrance. Over this way. Now these diamonds were a bit of a precarious one to come by because there is lava. Now we need to block up all around these diamonds just in case. Now this looks very scary right now. Because I don't have any kind of water that I could use to block this up. So of course it's not very easy at all to do this. But now it looks like we are okay to grab these top 2 diamonds here. Hoping. There we go, and there we go. This one should be good as well, and then this one, bit scary, but there we go. And I think these ones are also going to be a bit difficult to grab. Oh no, absolutely okay. Perfect. I believe that's all of the diamonds that we earned in that mining session. But right now, we have got ourselves 29 diamond ore from our very first mining session, and I think that's pretty good. Next up is to go and fortune these diamonds. The pickaxe I'm about to make is courtesy of Armed. He provided all of these books here, and for that, in the future, I'm going to be giving him a netherite block, just for his efforts early game. He's got an entire villager set up. Personally, I think absolutely baseline, all we can do is give him a bit of a treat, a netherite block of course. Let's enchant this pickaxe up. I don't have that many levels right now, so the only thing I'm going to be able to put on it is going to be Fortune 3, and I need to kill a couple things before I can do that, apparently. This pig, and I'm trampling my crops, I do realise. Okay, there we go. 6 levels of XP. And there we go, Fortune 3. So we've got our Pogaxe, and then we've got this Fortune 3 pig. Awesome. Right, let's go. Right. My estimate is going to be 10 levels of XP. Let's give it a shot. Oh! That's great. A stack of diamonds in an hour? I'm not complaining, of course. That is pretty good going for my luck anyway. So we've now got a stack of diamonds. That should be about 7 diamond blocks, I believe. In fact, I'm going to turn these into diamond blocks just for the flex, you know. 7 diamond blocks. Look at that. That's amazing. And it looks like our creeper farm is pumping out again. That's perfect. Creeper farm is a bit broken at the moment. The water is all it's all broken. You can see on certain parts the water's in and the water's out in some others. It's not how it's meant to be, but you can see we are earning gunpowder very slowly. This farm is designed to work passively so that just over a bit of time we can get ourselves some gunpowder. String is just a side product of that. It's not too bad. This is our plan for today then. We have got to do this here, create a melon and pumpkin farm. We've got to transport some villagers, create a mini trading hall, and then we're going to crop it off our riches from the trading hall. Earlier in the week, I spent quite a bit of time transporting these geezers over here, just from slightly over that way, and I'll show you a very quick time lapse with some funny music on, of me, with my struggles. It's fine. In all seriousness, that couple of villages that is just behind me here, this couple of people over here, they're going to be... Wow, that's close. These people over here are going to be providing me with emeralds. Now, how we get our emeralds is melons and pumpkins. Every single day, we're going to be grabbing melons and pumpkins for these villages. So now, let's go down with number 1 on the list, I guess. We can take down this one. 1 platform of blocks. Hey, pig. No, pig's gone. Never mind. 1 coating of rails. Hey, the pig's back. Hey, pig. What's he doing? Yeah, he's happy. 1 floor of dirt later. This is now getting to be the dangerous part of the build. We have now got to introduce water, and if this goes wrong, then everything's going to go wrong. Basically, if something goes wrong now, the whole thing will get flooded, and water and redstone do not mix. Yeah, I think this'll work. And now for the scary part. And by the sounds of that, all good. Nice. Now to till. I messed up with the tilling, and now it's basically a game of hopscotch until I get this thing back to normal. Now we have ourselves the glorious chessboard of farming. We're going to do 1/2 of this out of pumpkins and the other half of melons, and then with any luck we will start to get some produce. Okay, this thing is now completely filled up, and we're going to get a glass rim around this thing just to protect any kind of drops spilling out of the sides, and then yeah, we'll be done. Now this bit is going to be the most difficult part of the entire farm. It's getting the pistons in. Now in Java Edition this will be quite easy due to the crawling feature, but we don't have that in Bedrock Edition, so we've got to do this quite a difficult way. Instead, I'm going to set up a row of pistons along the back here, and I'm going to push the pistons in at an upside down angle. For example, I can grab myself this stone really quickly, and I can say that this one here needs a block on top of it, and this one needs a piston. And that is the alternation we're going to do. So this first row is going to be block, piston, and etc. The next row after this one is going to be the exact inverse of this, because it is in a checkerboard pattern. Crafted up a couple more redstone blocks to make this a lot less tedious, but essentially we're just going to push these over, just like so. And now we're going to do another row. This time we're going to start with pistons. Right, we've got about 4 more pushes, and you can already see that this is functioning pretty well. Oh, by the way, this is what we got from the mining session earlier. Next up then, we need to put a border of glass around this thing. This will make sure nothing falls into the farm and affects the redstone, and it will also make sure that the pumpkins and melons do not pop out the sides of the farm. 1 stack of observers. Now we get to swap all of these andesite blocks out for observers. If we do accidentally fall into the farm, then we will end up trampling the crops, and that is really not convenient right now. Okay, so what we need to do is observe where these crops are, and when the stem changes, we will put a redstone signal into a block, powering a redstone on top of these pistons, which will power the piston and destroy whatever is underneath it. So that will either be a melon or a pumpkin. The melon or pumpkin will then drop onto the ground and be picked up by our collection system here, and sit in that chest until we, the player, comes along and grabs it. One thing we can do is save out on certain blocks, just like this one, where we don't need to observe anything underneath them. Now that that is complete, we can now put on top just the blocks so that we don't fall in, Then we can come down here and we can grab out the blocks that we accidentally dropped into the farm. And you can see our system here is very good at picking out the blocks that we accidentally dropped in. Next is arguably the most easiest part, where we just have to do this sort of a pattern on top. We just have to, every other block, make sure that there is redstone dust. Yes, I have now used up all of the redstone that I mined in that little session, and apparently all of my supply here. So we might have to dig into wherever I have got the... In fact, no, we have tons of redstone left. Don't worry about us. We are fine. And then on top of the observer blocks, we can place down some more andesite. Again, we can save out blocks on these couple here. But that is the farm ready to go. And down over here now, we can see that we have got our first pumpkin. I'm going to go AFK here for just a little bit of time, and we can watch these pumpkins and melons grow and be farmed. Right, let's go. No! Was that a creeper explosion? Luckily, very, very luckily, nothing too much exploded. The only thing that's really sort of an issue right now is the fact that we've got another creeper in here. Let's go. That was lucky. Okay, the creeper explosion wasn't too much of an issue, but that is pretty much a time-lapse of what actually happened. So, that right there was a time-lapse of what happened in around about 5 minutes of my AFKing. As you saw, a creeper came along and did as much disruption as it possibly could, which is, it's not the best thing. But that just shows we need to light up this place. So I am going to now light up this place a little bit better, because what we did apparently wasn't enough. So I think just an extra torch in here on every wall will do the trick. But you can see in that AFK time we've got an additional 2 pumpkins. But I have now got a place to store my melons and pumpkins, so that is a giant plus if you ask me. Time to repair up this little hole here. And we're going to fill in this one too. And we are just a little bit short on the glass supply, so I'm going to just leave those 2 blocks there. I'm going to go AFK again just while I get some lunch. So while I'm AFK, we're going to see these crops really start producing. But first, I'm going to bone meal them, and then I can go and get some lunch. Okay then, that is physically all I can reach in this farm. I'm now getting ready to go AFK, and this time I'm going to box myself in completely so that we don't get surprise attacked. Right, enjoy the time lapse. Okay, right. Now that we have just come back from being AFK, I've had my lunch and this thing has been producing, we can finally take a look at what it has produced in this short amount of time. Anyway, let's have a look at what we have produced. So we just have to check this bottom chest right here, and you can see already that is pretty good. I think we got 4 in that short amount of time. but it is a passive farm, and that is pretty much it for that project. Thank you all so much for watching today. If you made it this far into the video, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps me out a ton, and we are on the road now to 100 subscribers. So thanks for watching. Next episode, we are going to be working on the trading hall, and if you do happen to catch any streams in between episodes, we will be working on the castle, so that will be quite fun. Anyway, that will be it for me today. Like I say, please subscribe, like, it always helps out a ton. And I hope you go on to enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.